Hey guys, right here I have a 2016 Infiniti Q50 2.2d Premium. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key fob. Let's go ahead and start it up first. You do have welcome lights as you unlock the car. The Q50 Premium does come standard with Infiniti's version of a smart keyless entry and start system. So, just have the key fob on yourself. The car is currently unlocked. Press the chrome button on any of the 4 door handles to lock the car. And to unlock the car, just wait a moment and tap the area behind again any of the 4 door handles. With that smart keyless entry, push button start is standard as well. So to start the Q50, make sure the key fob is inside the car. Put your foot on the brake and press the start button to the left of the steering wheel. Upon turning on the ignition, the steering wheel as well as the driver's seat will move back to its last recorded position before the engine was turned off the previous time. The Q50 uses a rack and pinion hydraulic electric power steering system, a leather-wrapped steering wheel with sport grips on the sides and contrast stitching going around the inner rim is standard on the Premium. You can have the 2.2D engine with either a 6-speed manual or this car's 7-speed automatic. The automatic does feature manual shifting capabilities. Front and rear parking sensors are standard on the Q50 Premium, while this car has been fitted with the optional 360-degree around view monitor with moving object detection and guidance lines for the reverse camera. When the around view monitor is active, you can change the camera view as well as turn on or off the moving object detection feature and parking sensors. The base of the gear lever is wrapped in leather with the same contrast stitching as found on the steering wheel. This system also does have an automatic parking feature. The camera system can be activated manually via a button down the center console.
Please stop your car beside the parking place and then select the parking method. Guidance finished.
Infiniti's drive mode selector is standard on the Q50. For this car, drivers can select between Snow, Standard, Sport and Personal. Snow mode is best used for slippery roads, Standard is for daily driving, Sport optimizes the engine, the transmission and the steering for a sportier drive, while Personal allows drivers to configure their own settings via the secondary display. The available settings to configure are the engine and transmission, the steering and the active trace control system. Safety features standard on the Q50 includes 6 airbags, anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution and brake assist, traction control system, vehicle dynamic control, hill start assist, tire pressure monitoring system, an alarm system with immobilizer, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points for the rear seats. This Q50 does have the Safety Shield Pack, which comprises of Intelligent Cruise Control, Lane Departure Warning, Lane Departure Prevention, Blind Spot Warning, Blind Spot Intervention, Forward Emergency Braking, Forward Collision Warning System, Distance Control Assist, and Backup Collision Intervention. Now, let's turn on the hazards, lights, front and rear fog lights, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. This Q50 comes with the optional 18-inch 7 double-spoke light alloy rims. The rims on this car are wrapped in Bridgestone Potenza S001 225 50 RF18 run flat tyres. Ventilated disc brakes are present all round. The suspension comprises of double wishbones in front and a multi-link setup out back. Infiniti released the Q50 at the 2013 North American International Auto Show as a replacement for their G-Series Saloon. The Q50 follows Infiniti's new naming strategy with Q for saloons and coupes and QX for SUVs and crossovers. As before, the Q50 is sold in Japan as a Skyline, the only difference now being the absence of Nissan or Infiniti names on paper, although the Skyline does have Infiniti badges and the car is sold at Nissan dealerships. The Q50's design is based on two Infiniti concept cars, the Essence and the Etheria. As a result of the Renault-Nissan and Daimler alliance, the 2.0T and the 2.2D engines in the Q50 are sourced from Mercedes-Benz. This Q50 is powered by Mercedes' tried and tested OM651DE22LA 2.1 litre, dual overhead cams, 16 valves, turbodiesel inline-4 engine with common rail direct injection. This engine produces 168 horsepower between 3200 and 4000 RPM and 400 Nm of torque between 1600 and 2800 RPM. 0 to 62 miles per hour or 0 to 100 kilometers per hour takes 8.7 seconds, and the top speed is 143 miles per hour or 230 kilometers per hour. With a 74-litre fuel tank, combined fuel consumption for the Q50 2.2D automatic on 18-inch wheels is 61.4 miles per gallon or 4.6 litres per 100 kilometers. Carbon dioxide emissions is 123 grams per kilometer, and the Q50 is a rear-wheel drive vehicle. The Q50 has been on sale in the UK since September 2013. 2 petrol engines, 1 petrol-electric hybrid engine, and 1 diesel engine are available, with 5 trim levels to choose from. Exterior features of this Q50 Premium includes automatic auto-leveling adaptive LED projector headlights, automatic wipers, automatic high beams, LED daytime running lights, LED front indicators, LED front and rear fog lights, LED rear lights, LED indicators on the body-colored side mirrors, front and rear parking sensors, body-colored door handles with chrome highlights, and twin chrome exhaust pipes. You do have your Bose speakers right there, and right up there. Down below as well, you do have a bottle holder and some storage. Right here, you do have your mirror controls, central locking, window controls. All of the windows in this car are fully automatic in both directions, and you do have your window lock right here as well. The driver's seat in this Q50 Premium does get full powered adjustments with all of the controls located right down there. You do have 2-person memory seating for the driver's seat as well, with the settings located right next to the interior door handle on the driver's side. Right here, this button allows you to pop open the boot This button allows you to turn on or off the vehicle's automatic start-stop system. If you do have the system activated, the engine will momentarily shut off when you arrive at a stop, such as a traffic light or a traffic jam, to save that extra bit of petrol or diesel depending on what the car is running on. And right here you can turn off the vehicle's traction control system. Right next to the bonnet release lever, you do have a card or ticket holder. Infiniti floor mats and Infiniti door sills for the front. And right here you have the buttons to adjust the brightness of the interior at night, as well as the button to toggle between trip A and trip B on the multi-information display. And on the driver and front passenger seat, you do have the Infiniti logo. Alright. So let's go ahead and see how she revs. The Q50's parking brake is foot operated. The pedal is located right here and the parking brake is currently engaged. To disengage it, just push the pedal out, and to engage the parking brake, just push the pedal back down. The Q50 Premium does come standard with a dual-zone automatic climate control system. The controls are located on either sides of the secondary display. To the right, you do have your driver's side temperature, automatic mode, fan speed, and your different modes. To the left, you do have your passenger side temperature, recirculation, front and rear defrost, as well as your on-off button. Now, if you hit the climate button, you can bring up your climate control information on the secondary display. Down below, you can activate your automatic recirculation, dual mode, as well as your air conditioning. Dual means if you have it turned on, each side will have individual temperature controls, but if you turn it off, the driver's side will control the temperature for both sides. You also do have 4-stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger, activated by this button and this button for the respective sides. You do have automatic mode, high, mid, and low. Right down here, you do have a bit of storage.
And right here you do have a couple of cup holders.
This Q50 does have an integrated head unit with various media connectivity options and two color touch screen displays, the main one above measuring 8 inches and the secondary display below it measuring 7 inches. This car is equipped with the Multimedia Pack, which consists of the Infiniti navigation system and the Bose premium audio system that has 14 speakers.
I must say the Bose sound system available in the Q50 does sound quite good. There are two displays for the head unit. The display right above is mainly used for your navigation maps and whatnot, and down below you can go through your settings, your media information and all that. Now, to go to your media information, hit the audio button. And we are currently in your Bluetooth audio streaming menu with your current song playing information. You do have the artist, album, title, song duration. Down below you can play pause, bring up your folder or file list, and go through your repeat or random settings. If you hit this button down here, you can bring up your bass treble, balance and fader, as well as your volume adjustments. You can also set your day-night mode. And hit this button to select your intelligent key driver profile if you do have the intelligent key system activated. If you hit the control button, you can select a Bluetooth device or connect a Bluetooth device. And hit the source button to bring up your list of media options. You do have FM, AM, DAB digital radio, CD, USB, auxiliary, Bluetooth audio streaming, iPod connectivity, and your various audio apps that you can download onto the system. Down below you can edit your source bar and show the source bar. Now to go back to the main menu, hit the menu button. You are brought back to this menu. Right above you do have your navigation commands. You can enter a street address, points of interest, go home, and enter your destination right here. Again, you can enter your street address, points of interest, home, but you can also search for nearby places, stored locations, previous destinations, junctions, motorway entrance or exit, go to the city center, and your stored routes. Down below, you can bring up your Bluetooth telephone menu. Right here, you can look at your favorites, call history, phone book, dial number. You can select your audio device, select the phone and all that. Right here, you do have your fuel economy information, eco drive report, your current position, traffic information, as well as your map information. Right here you do have your settings menu for your Bluetooth, phone and mail, vehicle, navigation, your meter settings, volume adjustments, screen, as well as your audio settings. And next up you do have your clock settings, your voice control settings, your camera and reverse parking sensor settings, and other settings. Right here you do have your climate, language and units, keyboard type, and all that. Right here you can set your Infiniti drive mode selector settings. On the next page, you can edit your intelligent key users right here, your driver assistance settings, app garage, quick guide. You can bring up a calendar, read your email, bring up a compass, and set the clock settings. Right here, you can look at your driving performance. Your maintenance notes, and you can also customize your other pages to display whatever you want to be displayed. Right here you do have your Google online search, and that's about it. And the main display right above can be controlled either using the touch screen or via the set of controls located down the center console. You do have this knob that goes up, down, left, right, scrolls to left, scrolls to right, and clicks down for enter. You also do have your map and voice shortcut button as well as your return button. And right down here you do have the camera button as shown earlier. Now back to the main display. If we click the knob up, down, left or right, you can enter the interactive maps. And obviously you can scroll to your desired location. To go back to the normal maps, hit the return button. If you hit the map or voice button, you can bring up your map options. You can have the map full screen, split, junction view, turn list, your current location, turn-by-turn navigation, fuel economy, as well as your eco drive report. If you click the knob down, you can bring up your audio source, audio list, call history, nearby places and all that. And on the map itself, hit this button to change your map view, hit this button to zoom in and out, and this button right above basically brings up your audio source, audio list and all that. Right down here, you do have your volume and power knob in the middle. Your CD player is located right above. It is MP3 compatible. Eject button for the CD player. Your seat track buttons. If you hit the radio button, you can go to your FM, AM and DAB digital radio menus. Hit the media button to go to your different media options. And to the far left, you do have your tune and folder buttons. Electronic central locking. You do have power folding side mirrors for this car. On the steering wheel, the left spoke houses your audio controls with your volume. This wheel is for your seat track function, but if you click the wheel down, you can bring up the audio source and audio list menu thing on the main display. Hit the return button to go back. Down below you do have your voice control button as well as your on hook off hook button for the Bluetooth telephone system. On the right spoke you do have your adaptive cruise control and speed limiter controls, and this button right down here controls your multi-information display located within the instrument cluster. Right now you do have the range, average speed, your trip meter with your distance traveled and elapsed time, your stop-start information since the last reset, and your stop-start information long term. You do have your fuel economy data right here, compass, media information, your driving aid information, your tire pressure monitoring system, chassis control, blank display, vehicle warnings, and back to the range. Right above you do have your time, outside temperature. Below it you do have the lane departure warning and forward collision warning indicators. And down below you do have your gear position, mileage and trip meter. As mentioned earlier on, this button right down here, you can toggle between trip B or trip A. On the right stalk you do have your wiper controls, and on the left stalk you do have your light and indicator controls. The steering wheel in this car is fully powered, tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this knob right here. Front center armrest with storage down below. You do have a couple of USB ports, a couple of power outlets, your auxiliary port, video in port, as well as the SD card slot for the navigation right in there as well. Auto dimming, rear view mirror, sunglass holder, and you do have your interior lights right above. The front reading lights are LED powered, while the rear lights are just conventional halogen bulbs. Sun visor for the driver's side does get a vanity mirror and a light, and the driver does get a grip handle. Alright. So I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now and continue with the rest of the tour. Upon turning off the engine, the steering wheel will move up and the driver's seat will move back to allow for an easy exit. You do have a speaker down there together with your window control right there. With the driver's seat moved back a little bit so the driver will have an easy exit. I do get about this much legroom and about this much headroom. And there is a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. Apart from that, the back isn't really that spacious, but at least the seats are nice and comfortable. You do get storage pockets on the front seat backs, cutouts on the front seat backs to help with a bit of legroom. You do have rear aircon vents. Right down here, you do have an ashtray or storage area depending on what you use it for. Rear center armrest with cup holders and a pass-through to the back. And right up there, you can press that button and it will turn off the interior sensors for the alarm system. You do get grip handles on the ceiling with hooks for both sides at the back. And your rear interior lights located right above as well. To gain access to the boot, go towards the boot lid itself and locate a touchpad right underneath the Infiniti badge.
Boot space in the Q50 2.2d is 450 litres. For extra space, the 60-40 split folding rear seat backs can be folded down using straps on either sides of the boot. Underneath the boot floor, you do have a bit of storage and the vehicle's toolkit.
You do have adjustable headrests front and rear. You do have your window control right there together with your central locking buttons, and down below you do get a bottle holder and some storage. The front passenger seat in this car does get full powered adjustments as well. It just loses out on the lumbar support as well as the 2-person memory settings as found on the driver's side. Nicely sized glove box. Grip handle for the front passenger. And the front passenger's sun visor does get a vanity mirror with a light as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2016 Infiniti Q50 2.2d Premium. Thanks for watching and goodbye.